My name is KP. This is Reading by KP. Uh, and Tarot Morning Show. All right. So if you don't know, last night I did a collective reading for the card of the day, and that is the Three of Pentacles. Okay. So go check out the beginning of the live, my lives if you want to know the breakdown of the Three of Pentacles. But here on the morning show is just come on live and talk my talk and whatever. But most importantly, what I want to do, I don't remember what I was saying. I'm sorry, y'all. But yeah, here in the morning, you know what I'm saying. I want to just get a just a general collective reading, and then not so much like the card of the day. Just see what the cards is talking about. Just see whatever comes out. All right. So now that I've officially got a couple sips of my coffee in my body, we can get started with the show. Cup of Joe and Tarot Morning Show. I see we got two likes, but it says only one person here. I don't know how that works. Maybe it's a commercial. I don't know. All right, here we go. What's up, Sharma? Namaskaram. Can I interest you in a donation-based reading? If not, it's fine. Can I interest you in a reading, a general reading, maybe a yes or a no? How can I help you as we get started on this Thursday afternoon? All right, angel guidance. All right, all right. You got the number 15 card of the major arcana, which is the devil card. Okay. So remember, no matter if this energy is going to come in fast and hard or if it's going to be slow and gradual, the major arcana cards are going to be cards that you're going to feel very strongly. These are going to dominate the theme of your days, months, and days, weeks, and months, right? So when you're looking at the one and the five, right, that equals six. Okay, so remember the six is harmony. Okay. Um, so you could be feeling like it's time to bring balance to a situation and circumstance, or maybe your angel was telling you now it's time for you to bring, um equanimity to a situation, right? So whenever we see the devil, we always gotta wonder if it's a if it's a person, place, or thing that we're entangled with or that we interact with that don't serve our highest good, that no longer serves our highest purpose, right? I think this card. more or less than the Eight of Cups would be walking away from what don't serve you, right? Because when you're looking at the Devil card, we have entered into a relationship with something, whether it's a person, a business relationship, whatever. We have entered a relationship, and it could be too much, whatever that means for you as an individual, right? That could be feeling like you're not getting what you invest. It could be a litany, a myriad of things, right? A couple of the key terms that's associated with the double card is overindulgence and rage, right? So when you're talking about overindulgence and rage, you can almost be projecting on energy that you're if you've been well, I'll say this. If you've been feeling like you're not yourself, right? um you don't have interest in the things you once did, or you feel lethargic, or you feel confused, you don't know where to go and what to do. These are all signs that this could be a need to switch up something in your life. What's up, Jizzle? Where your girl at? What Alchemaz Hearts and Tarot at? Where she at? Come on, y'all. 12 people in here. Get them likes up. Get them likes up. So my question to you is are you have you been contemplating letting go of a person, place, or thing recently? And for those who just came in, for the collective, the general collective reading was last night. We did the Three of Pentacles. If you want to see the breakdown of that, you can go back and see that from last night's live. Right, it ended a little while ago. Well, no, I'm saying where's Alchemize? Where's she at? Well, Alchemy at. Oh, you said I don't know. I've been busy. Oh, I thought you was speaking for yourself. Oh, okay, that's cool. All right. Well, can I interest anybody in a reading? Can I interest anybody in a donation based reading since y'all don't want the free ones? What up? You know, do you what up, Blackjack? Do you striker? Do are you hip to understanding? You seem like the type of that'd be hip to my guy. From the understanding. What's up with it, Blackjack? It's KP in the building. Y'all already know who it is. We in the house. Please don't call him Seven. Because if you really know him, then you know his name is Savan. If you really know, then you know his name is Sevan, but people still call him Seven. So you seem like the type that'd be into understanding. When you see sometimes when you be giving me vibes and stuff, I be feeling soul tribe vibes from you, definitely. I definitely be feeling that. Hey G, I think you and Striker might be kindred spirits, right? I'm not trying to force y'all to exchange numbers or nothing like that, but Striker, I ain't gonna say Striker been with me since the beginning, but she basically been here since the beginning of my live journey. She came a little while after I started going live regularly. From down under. Sky Mar was here last night. I don't know if you remember Sky, but you know Sky from down there. And who else? No, it wasn't nobody else recently that I can think of from down there that was on my live. Oh, I gotta turn this music off. I cannot believe I got this music playing. Damn, I don't want no money at all. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, y'all. Come on, donate, please, cause you said how we reading. I don't know how to answer that, but all is well though on my end. But yeah, it's 9:30 here, so I'm assuming it's two Friday. It's Friday. What is it? Friday morning? No, it's Friday afternoon. I can't never. No, yeah, it should be somewhere around Friday afternoon, Friday lunchtime or something like that. Brunch time, lunchtime. We had a strange occurrence. Hmm. You know what's funny? Today I just heard the news that the East Coast, like New Jersey and America, they having wildfires. Crazy, right? What else been? It's been a lot of topsy turvy, quote unquote, natural stuff going on in nature. Well, I don't know. Let's see if there's some prophecy involved because we already. Well, you know me. You know I'm tapped into the clay. You know what I'm saying here, Kayla. Who was that? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. But you know, I ain't gonna say nothing too much. But Striker, if you can, I don't know, you know what's going on, but if you can, keep in tune with me over the next couple of days, especially the next week or so. You know what I'm saying? So we can stay in tune with the news because you know it's a lot of stuff I could be moving around. All right. So since don't nobody want no freebies, right? Can I enter somebody in something? Maybe, kinda, sorta. It's cool. Who is KG? Who initials is KG? All right, y'all. So I mean, y'all know I love sitting here chatting with y'all, so I don't mind. But you know, if y'all want these cards, let me know. But I was gonna say I can just start pulling cards and just see what comes out. Mm. Every time I think about you, Striker, I think about you saying you putting your feet in the dirt. I'm about to kick off my Crocs right now. Matter of fact, free toes. Get it, free toes. That's probably too old. Barefoot and tribal. That's my girl. That's my girl. I'm kicking off my. I just kicked off my Crocs. Let me. I didn't even tell you. I got a grounding mat. It's like a long sheet. You plug it into the grounding part of the socket, and it got like silver lining in it. So it's supposed to, it's supposed to ground you even while you in the crib. So even if I ain't outside or whatever, I can still ground even while I'm sitting here talking to y'all. I don't like wearing shoes outside. I don't like wearing shoes in the grass. Yes, and it's washable too. It's lined with silver in it. So, when I sit on it and put my feet on it and all that stuff, it grounds me. It takes those what is it called? Protons. Is it protons or neutrons? And then you get electrons. I can't remember. I don't. I think you get electrons when you ground. Because in this case, negative is good, right? Cathode. All right, Striker. If you don't mind, I'm gonna pull one for you, Striker. See if we can see what we got. Since you're here, I haven't talked to you in a while, so see you. G, you wanna? You just don't want to type the roaches. All right, Hangman. Okay, so um, really quick, the biggest thing about this Hangman card is that we know that the Hangman isn't in any distress per se. He isn't in any rush or any hurry. Um, what you waiting on and why is a whole different conversation. A Virgo, this card, I for some reason I want to say yes, it's a Virgo card, but I don't know the astrology part. I gotta go back to my studies. I think my readings is missing that astrology part of it. All right. So the hangman is no, actually it's Pisces. So the zodiac is Pisces, astrologically, planetarily is Neptune. So do you think it's a person? Do you think it's a third party that's contemplating taking action with you maybe? Oh, you just asked because you always get Virgos. Okay, so there's some sort of suspended action here. What you waiting on again? I don't know. You could be waiting on a sign, a symbol. You could just be building a nerve. Whatever it is, I want to say that maybe the delay could be over soon. You've been waiting for a sign. Maybe that sign is coming soon. All right, let me pull another card from the other deck and see what's going on. What's going on? So I want to know what you're waiting on. The Page of Swords. So I would have liked to see the Knight of Swords in this particular situation. And the reason why is because the Knight is after you take the action. So the page is something caught my attention. Maybe I can't do nothing about it right here, right now. But one day soon, I'll be back. Uh oh. You see, you need to come on and be our resident astrologer, man. Where's my resident astrologer? What KP's resident astrologer at? Okay, so when we looking at the page of swords, the first thing I thought when I saw the page of swords is still more delay, and the reason why is because the page of swords, the page has their heart and their mind occupied, but the page of swords, not being the six, not being the four, not being the three, right? But being the page, they know like, okay, well, I can't run straight head first into this situation. I've got to go back and make sure everything is okay, or I got to play defense. Ooh, defense is, I, I, mm. So what is it that you putting off? If you don't want to share, that's fine. But that word, looking at this card is like somebody want to protect themselves. Maybe the delay is for protection. If you see this page has on green, so that's they covered in love. They covered in love for sure. So what's holding you from the what's holding so I like what you're saying. That might be right on point with where I'm going. So my question to you is now, what from the past are you holding on to? Because the page is trying to move forward, but it's something that got the page's attention. So is it memories? Is it you worried about what you lost? Like, what's going on? What keeps you looking over your shoulder? Ooh, that coffee kicking in, y'all. Don't get scared. Don't say that because it's not about a gender thing. It's not a gender thing. I think unhealed people use conscious unhealed people use that as an excuse. Use certain things like gender as an excuse to excuse bad behavior. Ain't no one more. You got to tell me. I don't got no more decks. The goal was to get one from each deck. I threw away my other deck, so let me see. Now that make more sense. The Taurus thing makes a little bit more sense, but you already know my thing. My look on astrology is our sun sign is our starting point, and the goal is to master all 12 signs. Because when the planet is going through these 12 signs, then guess what? what do you have to do? You have to be able to navigate the plane. So then, during the month of May, right, we got all the Tauruses or whatever, right? During October, November, we got all the Scorpios. But it's not just about the Scorpios. It's really more or less about the energy being dominant. So everybody gonna have a little bit Scorpio in them. So when Scorpio is exaggerated, the wherever you got Scorpio is going to be exaggerated. Or if you can master the 12 signs consciously, you can tap into the energy of being a Scorpio. I believe every dog has its day. And I believe in this case it's contingent on your sun sign. So, really quick, the high priestess, okay? So, if the high priestess can be like a best course of action or what to look forward to or something like that, the biggest thing is that I want you to become very studious, right? If you look, this card has a very similar aesthetic to the Justice card, right? As we go from 2 to what, 11. Um, and what do the Justice wait, is the Justice card 11 or is it? Yes, it's 11, right? If you remember, this card has a very similar aesthetic than to the Justice card. And the Justice card being the air card, the Justice card being the air element card is all about really projecting balance into your. So maybe you can get back to the drawing board right here and just study the who, what, when, where, whys, and hows of your life, and come up with a mantra or an affirmation to balance whatever imbalances that you have right now. So we can go to sleep, quantum leap, and wake up not as the high priestess, but as the justice card, meaning the person who brings balance back into the light. And the reason why I'm putting the emphasis on it is because these two cards, when we talking about delay, especially when we talking about delay on things that we can't control, and then when you talking about fixing something that was quote unquote a natural disaster or whatever, um, when things get disheveled and uprooted, it could cause problems, especially in the long term, right? The shock and awe of right now can keep you balanced, but it's the long term that we can really um hang our hat on and say we can look for a problem. And so when we hang in our hat, like you just did properly, um, I don't even remember what I was saying. All right, so like I said, be mindful, be very mindful, because we want to induce that. We can make some strides surrounding this situation before we actually get down that path, right? So proper preparation prevents poor performance. All right. So wait, was there something else though? I think that's it. The high priestess is recognizing her ability. Now self law, self govern, self mastery. And that's self law, self govern, self mastery. It's going to quantum leap you. And then I went on ahead and pulled one final one, right? It's the nine of cups. So I feel like you're going to quantum leap into this nine of cups energy, which is about pride, wish fulfillment, healing, loving, nurturing energy, right? I think this is what you have to look forward to, but you put in the effort now, right? Remember, the high priestess realizes that who and what she is, and she's entering a level of self mastery that's unlike anything ever before. That's why she's right before the three card. And who knows what the 3 card is of the major arcana? Bum, bum, bum. It say it's 4 people here, but you never know. It could be some peeping toms. It could be some people could be what is that called? Oh, what is that shit? Oh, in a commercial. Satisfied with nothing. You don't even know the half of it. All right. So let's see. Let's see what's going on with Jizzle. What's the overarching thing for Jizzle? Oh, my guru from South India, so I say namaskar. No, I want to because I am. The reason why I changed my name to Readings by KP and I took tarot out is because I am going to do more divination. And I really truly believe honestly that even before, right? Just me speaking intuitively without the cards, right? I guess some people can call that a reading too. So the reason why I took the tarot out my name is because I didn't want it to just be a tarot channel. So I will be opening up. I got a deck of cards. I got a pendulum. I got dice now that I can use. Um, I really want to get those dice out because I like numbers. I really love the numbers. So I think what I'm gonna do is before I even one of the first things I do when I do a reading for somebody is get some numbers. I was thinking maybe 3 dice and doing a reduction or just doing 2 dice. But 3 dice, I think you can get more angel numbers. 3 dice you can get 666, 18. Yeah, you can tell me whatever you want. Do you want to tell me in private? Would you rather tell me in private? Oh, Striker, I got if you got Gmail, Striker, I got an easy way we could communicate. That's not going to be email. I don't got WhatsApp. It's kind of like instant messaging. It depends. I mean, it depends on what you want to tell me or what you feel called. If it's something as far as making plans, then maybe in private. Um, and the reason why I say that is because my attention span, especially with me being off this coffee right now, I'm really, I'm really hyped up right now. Hype me up. Y'all know the dudes on TikTok, the tall dude on TikTok who be gyrating for the ladies and them little shorts. That's how I feel right now. I'm about to throw my Crocs on and do the hype me up dance. Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. All right, G Jizzle, it's time for you to create. I've been waiting for this card for you, G Jizzle. Oh, I've been waiting for you. All right, so Spirit, come talk to him, please, because I really need G Jizzle to get this message. Okay. So the Ace of Wands, right? We already know that aces are about divine new beginnings, right? Um, the ace is technically the number one. right? In baseball, your ace is your number one. So technically, ace is the number one. But how you start is everything. That's why it's such a big emphasis on. uh, so G Jizzle, what I've been wanting for you is for you to start something from scratch, where you can say, where you can sit down and put your heart on the table and say, I want this, and you create that life, that lifestyle, that habit, that business, that what is that hobby? Because a lot of times the Ace of Wands is about you following your heart when it come down to hobbies or like entrepreneur, etc. Right? So I want you to be able to sit down and start something from scratch and don't have my kids or my this or my that. I want you to sit down and start something brand new from scratch that's going to create your independence. I keep feeling like you need independence. What do you think about that? Me saying that about the independence thing. But I want you to start something from scratch, and it ain't no, oh, what if I don't have the time, or what if I don't have the money, or what if I don't want none of that. I don't, oh, I got to do this, I got to do this. I don't want none of that. I want you to be able to put your heart out on a platter, and I want you to be able to observe it, and I want you to be able to plant it and nurture it and water it and love it, and talk to it, know it, right? Whenever y'all see wands in tarot, and y'all see leaves, that represents new growth, new beginnings, right? Always. So if you see a bare wand or if you see a very tall wand with one leaf on it or something like that, that's like a mental stronghold. That's like a person putting all their concentration into one thing, right? But yeah, this creation energy, and it's going, like I said, it's going to be something that's going to. I see Thoth, Thoth from Egypt with the book. I see Thoth, kind like a Thoth type energy for you, but it's you opening your heart, not the book of life or whatever they call it, like past memories under that. It's going to be a like a coloring book where we got a template for life, right? So the I love this analogy. Oh, I love this analogy. Thank you, G Jizzle. So life, every single day is like a coloring book, right? We know what day of the week it is. We know what day of the month. We know what day of the year it is, but we just don't know the colors that we're going to fill the lines in with. Ooh. And if you get lucky, you'll be able to see some ripples in time where you can kind of create those, and you can deviate from particular plans, right? And so, damn, so much shit that's coming in right now. Damn, I need to calm down. But it's not a physical writing thing. It's a I'm blazing my own path. You need to, it maybe it can be slow and gradual, but you need to blaze a path of independence. I don't know if I can go out on a limb and say it's borderline codependency, but intuitively what I'm picking up on, and I don't know if I don't know if it's anybody codependent on you. It might be because you know what? You said something very key. I seen that last night. You said that I got to keep myself occupied, right? We already know that. But my thing is, again, you said that on Marky's channel. But my thing is, whenever we talk about that, it's what are you doing with that time? I'm not saying that you're doing anything bad with the time, but what I'm saying is that it's a it's but the biggest thing but the biggest thing that they codependent on you being happy. So there's a never ending cyclone. But once you put that heart out on the table and you really open up and you really start creating, and say, I'm a do my gardening in the morning. I'm a watch the news at you know, I'm a garden, do yoga in the morning, garden, do my pickups and drop offs, and then I'm gonna work out, and then I'm gonna do a smoothie, and then I'm a take a nap, and then I'm gonna read a book, then I'm gonna do some more yoga. You know what I'm saying? When you feel that schedule with things that truly, truly, truly is aligned with you, those other things are going to take care of themselves. They are. They're going to take care of themselves, right? Because hmm, what I'm hearing is that when you truly, truly move with this, how I describe this card, um, there's a reward system that's going to open up, right? And and when you was walking down a different path, this reward system probably felt like a burden system, right? Don't you know how they say the universe is always working, or is always conspiring for your highest good, no matter if you know it or not, no matter if you manifesting good or bad, the universe is always conspiring for you. So what that means is that, again, every single day we have a coloring book and there's pages coming. And every once in a while you can draw something new on those pages, right? Every once in a while you might get a blank page. And I want you to insert a blank page into that coloring book. I want you to create a new coloring book where you create the images and you color it in, right? A lot of us, we get stuck because we always coloring in somebody else's dream for us, and then we always get left with crayons, with the gray crayon. And for some of us, gray represents sadness, but if you're able to weather the storm, it's gray represents wisdom. Black and white in the middle is gray, right? The middle path. And when you really truly in alignment with that middle path, you'll be able to do, what's need to be done at any moment. But it's the emotional thing that's very key, meaning that not too high, not too low. All right. So I did want to pull another card real fast to you just to see. So let me reset this deck a little bit because I did shuffle it, but you said you're grateful for the time. Ooh, this wine, I'm seeing it as a giant ink pen. And every single day you live in ecstasy because you created the ecstasy. It's almost like you writing a story. It's almost, ooh, Jesus, you is living you are living poetry.
Ding, ding, ding. Awesome.
You are living poetry. You are the embodiment of the flow state that people talk about, right? Your physical body is sits on the the border of dimensions, right? And we need to embrace that. We need to embrace that. Suspended action again, right? And it's funny because was this is not the same hangman that came out earlier. This is the different deck. Uh-oh. What is this? See? What do I always tell you? Remember, we talked about legacy before, and it's not so much about money and death and stuff like that. It's not that, right? I don't want you to question your mentality. But it's when you talk all right, so when you talk about inheriting things and stuff like that, it doesn't necessarily have to be linear. You know what I'm saying? It could be, and it doesn't have to be money. It could just be anything of value. And one of the biggest things is self love. If you can pass down self love, so when I lived in Michigan, I was starting a nonprofit. Um, I wanted to start a nonprofit, and it was called uh Love First. Theme was self love is the best love. And my reason was I felt like one of the biggest things that the world needed not only was love, but it was self love, right? I think that's one. If I look at society in whole and I think about everything, one thing that that can bless everybody, that everybody can benefit from, is love, right? And here, um, I'm gonna leave off at this, but I'm gonna say this: I see you imagining this, creating this imagery, right? And the imagery is you being the bearer of great wisdom. And you, because you are the bearer of great wisdom, there's a sense of security and freedom that's created with your presence. Um, the only thing about this sense of security that you provide is I want to make sure it's not in the moment and that it's sustainable for the long term, if that makes sense, okay? All right. So I'm gonna go ahead. If you got any questions, comments, concerns, if I need to clear anything up, then let me know. But suspended action. Yeah, you are the embodiment of a poetic flow state. And you create as you go. You divinely tapped in, so you create as you go. And it's very mindful for you to mind your reactions to the world because there is no way for you to quell who and what you are. There's no way to subdue it. There's no way to bury it. There's no way to put it away. There's no way to hide who and what you truly are. And I think that's something else that's been missing. That you gotta real you can't hide it. You can't change it. You gotta embrace it. You gotta embrace it. And I feel like looking at your and this is what I'm saying about this card. You got gifts of the universe. It's just I don't know where it's at. Maybe you put it on layaway or something. I don't know. I don't know. All right, y'all. Coffee going through me. I got to potty real fast. I'll be right back. I wonder why. I wonder why. Dang, y'all dipped on me. That's how y'all feel. I instantly know who taps into my energy and who's pulling on it most of the time. I mean, yeah, I feel you on that. I totally understand. I just no, but you said something about being in public. That's what I was talking about or making reference to just now. Being in public feels smothering. It drains me quick. You know, when it's not that bad when I don't have any uh worries or fears about what could happen or whatever. I noticed that if I intentionally say I'm gonna have a good day or whatever, typically things uh happen smoother. Now, is it 100% fact that that's what it is? Of course not, but sometimes being fearful and anticipating something quantally entangles you into that very thing, and it draws it closer to you. Yeah, but my only thing is that no matter what you do, what you like, what you don't like, there's always going to be some sort of antagonist, or like maybe not antagonist, but like equal opposite energy. And sometimes being hyper vigilant and too aware of things is a bad thing. But no, a lot of people aren't privy to it. It's just, a lot of people are, and they just ignore it. Like they just continue to move. Because I heard somebody conscious spiritually say this, right? They said life was good when I was ignorant. So I heard somebody say, "I wish I never did read this book or look this thing up." And I can't quote him directly, but that's what he was saying. I guess ignorance is bliss, huh? I don't know. But that's the thing, because are you going to use that new knowledge to paralyze you, or are you going to use it as a roadmap to take you into the places where you need to be? Feel me? Feel me? Mm-hmm. Mm. I'm kind of hungry a little bit. Jizzle, do you like chorizo? Like the Spanish flavored sausage? Not just sausage, but you know what I mean. Like Americans, we call it chorizo, but it's the Spanish flavor. You know what I'm talking about? I know you know what I'm talking about. Do you like it? Cause I had bought some that was chorizo. It was in a casing. It wasn't like in a tube. It was in a casing, and I had tried to ground it, cook it, and ground it, and it didn't come out right. I got a question. Where is the original gypsies from? It's because when you look at the gypsies, they look kind of like Jews sometimes. They kind of sometimes they look like Persians, sometimes they look like Jews. Um, somebody calling me. Hold on, y'all. What the, what up, Mike? Hungary, Hungarian, gypsies with Jewish roots. So you're right. Yeah, the phenotype, the way they look, the nose, the ears, the complexion, all of that. So I was just wondering. So that mean the Jews got some cold science. Yo, 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 yo. Jizzle, you still here, Jizzle? The knowledge I seek, I found within is found within. It got to come from somewhere though. Else, definitely feel you on that, man. I remember I said that a couple years ago, like, man. Hmm. I'm hungry. It's time to eat. Yeah, it is different for everybody. We in the house. We in the house. Mhm. Hold on one second. Jizzle, I'm on the phone real fast, Jizzle. But if you busy, I'll see you. I'm sorry, I didn't know you was still here. Talk to me. I'll talk back.